All right. So I'm going to take a look. Hello. By the way. So I'm going to take a look at this, man. I got a game on my Switch. Oh man, I can't even remember the name of it. But it was basically like a pick-a-path adventure book. And I don't know whether you guys remember the Steve Jackson, Ian Livingstone books. But man, so this thing just came out today. It's been out on PC for like 2 years now. It's pretty budget, but it came out today for the Switch and PS4. So I thought I'd just give it a try and see what it's like. It's friggin' budget. Okay, so don't be expecting. We're going into this fresh minds, man. Don't be expecting some absolutely phenomenal. Like, just temper your expectations. I got no idea what's going on. Begin my adventure. You've walked the wilds of Kakabad. It's a great start. Through Kare and the spiteful backlands all the way into Mampang. You've survived traps, thieves, serpents, and vengeful gods, and now it's here, the crown of kings. Oh my god, dude, the transition. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. It is said the crown was never forged, only found by Chalana the Reformer, a lowly foot soldier who became emperor of the Eastern world. Such is the power of the crown. The air around it crackles with influence. Take it. Wait. No, just take it. The clouds. Dude, your destiny awaits. With the crown in your hands, you'll be as powerful as Chalana. The goblins are arming, the giants are walking, and the birdmen carving cruel daggers from stone. War will come, but you will prevent it. But then the image of the crowns begins to flicker. You rush forward. It's a trap. What's happening? And startle yourself awake. You're alone, exhausted, in the little hut on the outpost, in the outpost settlement. Your unimaginable journey is not even a single step begun. What? That's a nice map. I like that. That's a really high resolution map. Oh, what the hell? Click your character continue. Wait. It's sunrise. You dress, breakfast on bread and goat's milk, and collect the pack and sword from beside your bed. Test the blade. Pray for luck. Leave the hut. Test the blade. You pause to test the blade against your thumb. The blacksmith has done well. The edge is keen and draws a narrow line of blood. Outside the hut, you hear the outpost settlement stirring into life. Pray for luck. Taking a moment more, you close your eyes and raise a prayer to your spirit guide. This morning, it has the form of a panther, but what will it become once your journey truly begins? A great calm descends on you. Time to go. Time then to depart. You lift back the flap of the hut and step into the early morning sunshine. Wait, what? Can I... Oh. Okay, hold up. Dude, it's so good. Oh man, that is brilliant. That right there. That right there. I should have drawn like this huge. I should have drawn this huge like spiral. Oh crap. Brilliant. Eyes follow you as you leave the hut and walk towards the great Shamutanti wall. The frontiers people of this tiny settlement are well aware of your mission. Greet them, ignore them. Greet them. Dude, look at this artwork. You turn to them and bow. Some smile and reply but are too afraid to approach. Others make gestures of protection. You are going beyond the walls, so they believe you to be cursed. A man is waiting on the path to the Cantopani Gate, the final doorway between Annaland and the wilds of Kakabad. You recognize the sergeant of the Sightmaster Warriors. He holds out his hand. This artwork, dude, this is original artwork. Brilliant. Greetings, Sergeant. Get out of my way. No, let's be nice. Greetings, Sergeant. He touches his forehead with 2 fingers. You are almost ready, my lady, he says. I have a gift for you from the king. 24 gold pieces is all we can spare at this time. He holds out a pouch. Take it. You accept the gift graciously. Okay, I got 24 gold. You should buy some supplies before you pass the wall, the sergeant says. You may collect your spellbook if you wish magic to aid you. Finally, should you wish to practice your swordplay, I'll go one last round with you. And he points his staff towards the training ground. Collect my spellbook. Okay, so let's go grab that. One of the huts set slightly back from the others is decorated with glyphs and strange symbols. A terrible smell emanates from its doorway. This is the hut of the chief mage. He's been preparing your spellbook for days, reading star charts to work out which spells will be available to you in different locations in the hills beyond. Go inside. You lift the flap up and go inside. The mage looks up at you with haggard, sleepless eyes and presses the book into your hands. Do you understand how to use this? Yes. The mage nods. Good. He scratches absently at his ear. Remember, some spells will cost you effort to use, but the ones that don't will not work without a focus, an item of some kind. You'll need to read the book to know what. Ooh, okay. Research magic using the spellbook button on the map. Buy rations. Let's have a look here. Small traders in the settlement supply the Sightmaster Warriors with weapons, armor, food, and clothing. You go over with the sergeant to a stall selling flatbread and cheese. 2 gold pieces per ration. Buy 2 rations. You hand over your coins. The man places 2 rations carefully into your pack. You must be sure to eat every day or you will suffer. Flatbread and cheese, huh? Clicking the items on the map. Okay. Whoops, sorry. Let's lock to this screen. There we go. So, what items have I got? Spellbook. Let's have a look. 48 spells of high craft. Discovered and passed down from generation to generation of sorcerers from the early... Why am I playing a wizard in this? The 6 most useful spells: Zap, Foff, Lore, Dumb. Dumb makes creatures extremely clumsy. This is too good. This is too good. Hot creates a fireball. I love it. I love it. Zap creates a lightning bolt. Oh my god. Force field. Foff. Lore enables non-intelligent creatures to be controlled. Wall creates an invisible wall. All these spells are extremely tiring and will cost you 3 points of stam. More economical versions exist, though some rely on the caster owning particular items of power. Zap, Hot, Foff, Wall, Lore, Dumb. Big Walk. Big. When this spell is cast on the caster's own body, will inflate the body to 3 times the normal size. Walk. Prepare some fried rice. No, this spell requires a gold coin which is placed in the caster's wrist. When the spell is cast, it will transform into an invisible metal shield. Literally a walk? Dop. I cast Dumb. Dude, this is amazing. The spell maybe... Wait. Okay. To open a locked door. Okay, what's Raz? Requires beeswax. Razor sharp, do double its normal damage. Razor, I get it. Sus. Suspects a trap. Okay, what's 6? Creates multiple images of the caster. Okay. Jig. A bamboo flute. An uncontrollable urge to dance. Gob. To create an army of goblins. Yob. Will summon a giant. Gum. Requires a vial of glue. Cause the glue to become super sticky. Stick creatures to the floor. How? Perilous situation when information about the safest way of escape is desired. Doc. Medicinal potions. These are brilliant. These are brilliant. Doze. Sleep, right? A sixth of its normal speed. Dud. An illusion of treasure. Mag. Okay. Pop. A potent little spell, but one that calls for great mental concentration. Spell must be cast on small pebbles, which will then explode when thrown. Fall. Caught in a pit. Dim. To muddle a creature's mind. Fog. Closed room with no windows. Once cast, the room turns pitch black and the eyes are... Hey, this could actually get quite cool, man. Hang on a minute. This could actually get quite cool. I can see how this is gonna go. Mud requires sand. Okay. Niff. Wait, what is this? Nauseating stench so vile that any creature catching a whiff will need to vomit. Tell. Requires a skull cap. User may then read the mind of... Okay. Gak. Is fear. Sap. Demoralize an opponent. God. Immediate liking to the customer will offer aid and information. Okay. Kin. An exact replica of the enemy will then be created under the caster's control. However, should either creature die, both will disappear. Okay. Pep. Potion of fire water. Rock. Stone dust. Petrify spell. Nip. That's like a haste. Huff. It's like a wind spell. Fix. Dude. Yeah, this could... This is kind of funny, man. Yeah, this is... I kind of like this. A staff of oak sapling. Okay, so these all require, like, focuses, right? Nap for a sleep spell. Zen. Float in midair. Requires a pearl ring for Yaz. What is this? Render the caster invisible. Okay. Sun. Kid. Rap. I must be wearing a green haired wig. Understand the language of communicate with creatures speaking non-human tongue. Okay. Yap. Allows you to talk with animals. Zip requires this. Teleport. Far requires a crystal orb, so teleport into... You can see into the future. Res. Bring a corpse back to life. Zed. The most formidable spell in lore. But no one knows why. In all recorded history, this spell has only been cast once by a powerful necromancer from Throbin, who was never seen again. Its effects are unknown. The necromancer's notes were found but were crazed and unclear. Treat with extreme caution. Zed. Oh, I like that. Okay, weapon. What do we got here? Sword. I got a sword. Treasure. 20 gold pieces. Nice. Rations. 2 meals. Eat. No, we're good. Panther. Okay, where are we going now? The training ground. Let's get into it. Z first for science. Just cast it. You walk with the sergeant to the training ground and he wraps the base of his staff in leather. Ready my sword. To begin, the sergeant says we'll practice the stances. First, defend yourself against me. Choose your attack power by dragging your character sideways. What? Choose your attack... So, wait, why would I not just go straight for the maximum level of attack power? The Sightmaster is a powerful enemy. By defending, you will receive minimum damage from any attack he makes, but instead you attack. The Sightmaster Sergeant chooses a light attack, betting yours will be even lower, so your attack damages him. My next attack will be one of my strongest, he declares. If you can perform a full attack, you may overpower me, but otherwise you had best defend yourself. To defend, pull your character to the left. Zero. Oh. Oh, I see. You defend yourself. The Sightmaster Sergeant attempts a strong attack, but you receive only a small amount of damage. He'll be weaker now, so his next attack will be lower. My next attack will be of medium strength. You may be able to overpower me if you wish to try. To attack, pull your character to the right. Done. You play a strong attack, overpowering the Sightmaster Sergeant. He bows. You have finished me. Excellent. Okay, so you can only... So combat then is like a weird kind of balance, right? So let's say... Right, so if I go all the way up to here... Got it. I see. I see. So you basically have to play a little game of like trying to figure out exactly exactly like how to build up whatever it is you want to, you know. Okay, cool. You seem to remember the basics. Enough training. You shake your head. Very good. The sergeant agrees, but if you wish to bout in earnest, then I warn you, will not go easy on you. He indicates a wider yard where there is space for a true match. Fight in the yard. Yeah, so with each attack, your attack power pool goes down, and if you defend, it goes up, right? That's how this seems to work. So let's go up here. The sergeant removes the cloth padding from the base of his staff. Unsheath my sword. This time I'll not tell you my intentions, he said. You'll have to read them for yourself. Be ready. Read them for myself? What do you mean, man? Okay, so I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go maximum attack power. Boom! Huge damage. The Sightmaster smiles at you, raises his staff and salute, and readies a stance. You feel the weight of your sword, then bring it up to deliver a mighty stroke. Like a woodsman cleaving a tree, the Sightmaster Sergeant comes in with a tough blow, balancing his strength and impact. But he has misjudged your strength, and you knock him back. The Sightmaster shakes his head. Not bad, he grunts. Clearly weakening. You see his arm grow tense. He's readying for a strong attack. 6.4. Yeah, see, I couldn't have beaten him for that. You drop yourself into a crouch as he powers forward with a cry. It only tires him out. You escape mostly uninjured. Who knows what he's gonna do now, though? Reckon I can, like, outpower him with this? 6? Easy. Time to attack. You rush forward with a deep, heavy slash, but the impact clangs against his defending staff, and you only lay a minor wound. He smiles. His breath begins to heave. He is struggling to stay upright. Easy. Gained heaps. You whip up your defenses as he tries to deep bash, but you duck. Fast work, he grunts. You are largely unhurt. You see his grip change on the heel of his staff as he readies himself to strike again. He's not going to cut me. He's got nothing. Acting quickly, you sweep your sword across his body with powerful force. It's enough to finish him. The Sightmaster throws down his staff. You have me, he declares with a grin. 2 stamina loss, skilled swordplay. The sergeant is gasping for breath. He bows to you once more. Very good, he nods, though you will need to protect yourself better out there. As he talks, a nearby healer hurries over with a salve, and your health and the sergeant is quickly restored. Okay, cool. Approach the gate. Let's go. You reach the foot of the mighty gate. It is sealed. The sergeant places one hand on the wood The gate has been locked for some time to deter raiders, he tells you, but you'll have no difficulty. The stars in this place allow the DOP spell to be crafted, and he stands back. Cast a spell, man. What? Click the letters to find a spell. D. O. P. Opens locks and doors, requires 1 stamina. Cast. You weave the spell. One by one, the great tumblers of the door begin to creak and groan. The hinges turn with a noise like hail on a canvas roof. These gates have not opened since our last champion was lost. I wish you more luck than he. I fear he is dead. I'm sure he is dead. The Sightmaster nods, peering at something on the horizon. I believe he is returning, but transformed. I hope you do not meet the same fate. He stands back from you. Let's go. Together you step into the shadow of the wall. One last word, he declares. When you have the crown, find the highest point you can. We will be watching. Watching from where? From here. The Sightmaster warriors are selected from birth for their incredible powers of telescopic vision. You cannot help but wonder how far he can see. Tell me what lies ahead. This path leads first to Kentupani, a settlement of traders, though most are rogues and thieves. You should be there before the sun has reached its peak. From there, 3 routes lead on to Kristatanti, but no single route is safe. Karkabad is the land of devils. And beyond? I cannot see so far, but once you have crossed the city port of traps, you will enter the backlands. They say that day and night they are controlled by forces other than the sun, and from I don't know how to say that, Kare, to your progress will be watched. It's time to go. Striding away, you pass through the gate. The faces of the folk watching your departure reveal the hopes that rest on you and your quest. The early morning air is crisp, and the rising sun paints the slopes in the shades of peaceful beauty, concealing the evil that lies ahead. Oh man. Okay, so I've only got one place to go right now. The path winds through slopes of wild scrubland. The countryside is deserted and the eerie silence is broken only by the cawing of occasional crows. There is a spell for hearing what they say, but you do not have the equipment it requires. The birds appear to pause in the air to examine you as they pass. Stupid creatures, they pose no threat, so you ignore them. Keep walking. Barely an hour beyond the wall and the air begins to grow foul. The Shembutanti hills are infested with a pestilence of backlands. It saps the energy from your body, leaving you feeling nauseous and weak. Cover my mouth. Or keep wait, I've only got 10 stamina all of a sudden? Cover my mouth. You cover your mouth with your neck scarf, but it does no good. They warned you of this. You will grow accustomed to it the longer you're out here, but for the moment you must be very careful. Your maximum stamina just decreased. You can see your stamina at the top of the screen. If this reaches 0, you'll be too tired to carry on. Stamina can be regained up to the maximum by eating rations or resting. What? I've taken 1 step. Travel cross country, a low rise. Let's just see what happens. Hang on. Just wait a second, okay? Hang on a minute. Oh, this is great. Oh, shit. Oh my god, dude. Oh, crap. The path through Katapani is long and winding. Oh, shit. And we'll lose you a day. Instead, you turn off the path and strike north through the knee-high grass. The journey starts with a stiff climb that takes several hours. But from a top... Oh my god, dude. But from a top, you have a good view of the plain yellow grass, and just to the north, a little village of rude huts that do not look like human dwellings. To your left, the gigantic wall looms, showing throwing shadows that lap up your feet. Look back at the wall, strike forward. Look back at the wall. Casting a glance up at its height, you see a familiar figure with arms raised. He can see you, of course, and he's standing on the battlement so he can watch your progress. Time to strike on then. The wind whispers through the long grass, beckoning you onwards. But here might be rats. Oh, but there might be rats and worse in those fields, so you might be safer cutting across the river and following the bank. The longer grass or the river bank? Okay, so these are... Oh, so I can't go... I can no longer go back this way. Okay, let's go to the riverbank. You crest the rise, heading roughly north towards the riverbank, where you should be able to pick up the path once more and make faster progress. As you head down the hillside towards the riverbank, you spy movement in the distance. Something is happening at the water's edge. Wait and watch. You stop where you are and strain your eyes to look. Figures, men, but they move too fast, flitting across the riverbank like sheets snapping in a breeze. Watch a little more. You wait a little longer until you are quite sure the creatures are floating and moving through the air, but they seem harmless enough. Your guess is that they're fishing. Fishing? Approach the creatures. Rations. Eat. Wait, I thought I could restore maximum stamina. Oh no, I just... Damn it. Head back to Kantopani. Oh, so I can go backwards. A fox. You begin to make your way down the hillside. The grass gives out and turns into scree and gravel with the occasional patch of sharp gorse that tugs and snags at your tunic. There is barely earth, just sheer rock. This place is a thinly disguised wasteland. Then suddenly your foot slips and you lose balance. Beneath your feet, the slope has turned into a steep drop and you're sliding down it. You only have seconds to decide what to do. Oh my god. Cast a spell. It's F-A-L, right? Fall? Oh, dude, I don't know what the... I can't remember. F-A-L. Float in air, requires 1 stamina. Boom. You cast enchantment quickly and feel it work as you rise an inch or so from the painful gravel below. You are still falling, but much more slowly, and indeed when you land by the riverbank, it is with a gentle, cushioned thump. But the noise of your fall has attracted the attention of the creatures by the water. 2 of them are now either side of you. Long, sting-like swords are drawn. Their heads are cocked a little to one side. One of them steps forward and speaks in the common tongue. What are you, careless creature? I'm a great warrior. I'm nobody. I'm a great warrior. The creature laughs. A great warrior? Doing battle with your own feet, were you? Hey, you shut your mouth. Okay? Laugh. You laugh as well, companion Billy. I'm lucky I'm still alive. You agree. I've seen luckier, the creature replies, its voice still waspish and cruel. Put this creature in its place. You would not laugh if you had felt the taste of my anger, you reply coldly. What do you know of anger? The creature replies. Have you lived to see your village overrun by goblins? Have you worked to turn your own homes into death traps to catch marauders? We elven are creatures of the sunlight, moved into shade by the weakness of your king. The king who lost the crown, and we will suffer for it. I go to recover that crown. Oh. The creature shakes its head. Then we are all doomed. A champion who cannot even climb down a hillside. We would do better to skewer you now while you still breathe. The creature flashes those twin blades. There is no time for magic. Very well then, you will face him in combat. Okay, he's got like a tiny stamina bar, so I'm going in for the kill. Maximum power. Boom. Only 1. Uh-oh. Now I will teach you why the Elven have such a fearsome reputation, the creature declares. He drops back, using both his skewer-like swords to cover himself. You waste no time and rush straight for his throat. He floats quickly up and out of reach. The Elven narrows his thin eyes for a strong blow. 1, You drop back into the rocks, raising your sword to protect your body. The elven glides towards you regardless. You toss his cutting double swipe aside, leaving him panting. You are safe. He glides a little way up into the air. Dude, he's got nothing. Maximum. Enough of this. Splashing forward through the shallows, you ready a heavy swing. Good to cleave him in two, but he glides back until he is above the middle of the river. You stagger and stumble below your depth before you realize, and the monster laughs, but still you have drawn a little of his blood. Yep, defend. You circle away from the elven with impish arrogance. He tries to slice your head from your shoulder. You flick his blade away. He glances behind him to see how close he is to the water. I see how this is. So I've already lost like 2 stam because I'm attacking while he's attacking. So I'm going to defend again. You stay low. Too afraid to face me, he goes. Despite his own defensive play, he drifts a little way through the air. Nah, now you're going to die because there's no way you can do 7.5. Oh, damn it. He went for the double defend. You feel a bloodlust upon you. You spin around, bringing your sword backwards across his skull. Quickly, he whips 2 of the blades in front of his face to stop your blow. I see you are still sleeping. The elven gasps, then giggles maniacally. Oh, manically. You see blood trickling from under his mail shirt. The elven readies himself. Dude, I can't believe this guy. Damn it. He shifts left. Okay, he's gone now. Right, he's coming. He attacked. Yeah, he's dead. You sense an opening. Leaping forward, you strike with a heavy downward blow. The elven gasps his last time as you run him through. 3 stam. Oh, you can try again? What? Why would I try again? As you wipe your sword on the tunic of the dead creature, you see the second creature gesturing something behind you. Weren't there 3 creatures by the riverbank? A moment later, something strikes you on the back of the head, then everything goes black. Uh-oh. That's the end of my adventure. Wait, what? I'm captured. Oh, I guess. Still halfway between sleeping and waking, you feel the presence of your spirit, the camel, close nearby. Its form has changed since you left Analand, and just as you have changed, but it's still walking beside you. In the temple, they taught you that a prayer to your spirit could heal disease, lift curses, and save you from certain death. A prayer now would perhaps be wise, but the spirits are not generous and decline to help often. Using the pray button, the spirit is the camel. The camel is a creature of long legs and short sight, and he walks and walks without needing to see his destination on the horizon. A camel is self-sufficient and unflappable, but he rarely turns, not even when the sands beneath him give way. A prayer to your spirit will heal you, but after a prayer, your spirit will not hear you again for some time. Pray for healing? Done. You're on your own. Okay. Where am I? You're tied up on the floor of a hut and you're not alone. Nearby you hear the scuffle of many feet. Look around. Listen. Keeping your eyes closed, you listen carefully. The sound is familiar enough. Elven voices. This could be trouble. Open my eyes. You flip open your eyes, taking care to lie still. You see your belongings lying a short distance away in the dirt. Around you patter tiny feet, and a few more feet hover a few inches above the air. A few inches in the air above the ground. Wait. The guard, noticing you're awake, leans out of the doorway and calls sharply. Soon a small crowd has gathered around you. What the hell? One evidently... Dude, this is actually quite cool. I like this. One evidently some kind of leader floats over to you and plants a blow in your stomach. That is for our kinsman, he chitters. He was a fool to provoke you, but you could have scolded him. You did not need to kill him. He would have killed me. The elven looks at you hard and serious. I do not think he could possibly have killed you, but he would have tried until you stopped him. He makes a gesture to the other elven who approach. You tense, expecting blows, but instead they open your pack and begin to sift through the contents. We will take the price of our man. We are creatures of joy and mischief, but today we will do nothing but trade. I will trade with you, but untie me first. The chief shakes his head. I do not think we can trust to your mercy. Can we? The elven root through your things with brutal efficiency, taking what they fancy and tossing the rest back at you. Then they pick you up and carry you out of the village, leaving you in a pile on the side of the path like a sack of waste. Call after them. You call after them, asking that they at least free you so you can walk. Almost as an afterthought, one returns with a bared knife. Oh, bared knife. For a moment he holds it near your throat, then slices the bonds around your arms, and then he turns and runs off into the trees. Get up. I have no gold and rations. They took all my money and food. Oh, I'm dead, man. You stand slowly, battered and bruised. You rub the blood back into your wrist, then finally you look through your pack. Your provisions have been taken and all your gold is gone. Still, there are small mercies. You still have your neck. Shouldering your pack, you start to walk once more. Oh, man. You hurry away from the scene of your humiliation and reach the river once more, but now the path goes across it. Beyond you can see a long, wide track with trees lining left-hand edge and a wide field of long grass on the right. In the far distance, a curl of smoke indicates a village. The evening is beginning to draw in. It would be good to reach a town before the light is gone. Test the bridge or cross. Just cross it, man. We ain't got time. You stride confidently across the bridge, and at its apex in time to see a man hurrying up the path on the other side towards you. Halt, he calls out breathlessly. Keep walking. Wait. You wait for him to reach you, which he does, panting. He's in terrible shape. Halt, he declares again. This is my bridge, and to cross you must pay the toll. I will pay nothing. You declare firmly. Do you think these bridges build themselves? Do you think it's easy living out here, an outcast from Kristatanti, trying to feed my children, when barely anyone takes these paths anyway? The man is nothing better than a beggar. The toll is just 1 gold piece, he says. Very reasonable. I have no gold, dude. I have no gold. He pulls a face and stands up straight suddenly. Oh, you don't? Oh, well, never mind then. Have a good day, stranger. And with that, he strides away whistling. You head off down the bridge and back onto the path none the wiser. You have a long way still to travel today. What? The path continues along the side of a line of trees. Suddenly an acorn lands on your head and you hear a tittering from overhead. The camel grant you strength, more elven, and the trees hurling acorns. Dude, this artwork is kind of creepy, man. Cast a spell, threaten them, walk on by. I'm just gonna walk on by. You are pelted by more and more acorns, as well as some sticks and branches. You break into a run. Soon you're out of reach of the annoying creatures. Damn, I lost 2 stam. Freaking... The sun is now just past the zenith, and everywhere a dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You begin to think about where you will stay for the night. Another night sleeping out in the open would be best avoided, but then you see a small village set into the hill. Look at it. Smoke rises from the stacks. The houses are well set with stone in their bases and thatched roof of grasses and thick leaves. There is unusually more than just one street running through the center of town, but as though this place, once rich, has had its heart scooped away. Litter surrounds the buildings. On the edge of the village are rows and rows of empty abandoned houses. You continue your slow trudge along the path. Into the village. Oh, we're going in. We're going in. You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your strange clothes. Look at the people. Their own attire is rough by comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town, here on the knife edge of the backlands. Talk in an alehouse or rest at the inn. I don't have any money. Dude, I don't have any coin. Talk in an alehouse. Walking down the single road, you quickly find a hut with its front covering pulled wide and the smell of brewed beer coming from inside. You go in. Several hill dwellers are here talking gruffly. When you enter, they watch you with understandable caution. Look at these guys. Actually, this artwork is pretty cool. I kind of like it. The owner of the hut comes over to you. Welcome to Krista Tanti, he declares. What do you want? Greet the owner. Ignore him and sit with the hill dwellers. Greet the owner. Give me whatever you have, you reply. Ale is 1 gold piece, he answers. Please sit. You go over to the table where the hill dwellers are. Sit with the oldest man, sit with the youngest man. Sit with the oldest man. You turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever face he once had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles, and his skin is the color of tanned hide from a lifetime in the beating sun. Greetings, old man. He raises his mug in salute. Stranger. His face is gravelly like the dusty dirt that lines the streets of this town. Where are you from? Come from Analand. He nods. Not many has crossed through the Kentupani gate. In either direction, if you know what I'm saying. I understand you. He grins and picks his teeth with a fingernail. They say there is a war coming. Something to do with a crown. Not if I can help it. I seek that crown. Is that so? Replies the old man. Well, from what I hear, you've got a long journey to go find it. I hear the birdman took it all the way to Mampang. You're very well informed. The man shrugs. I would be if I knew where in the backlands Mampang was. But I don't know much about outside my own town's hilltop. You sip your beer. The old man exchanges glances with the younger man sitting opposite. Ask the old man about the area. I don't have any gold. I don't know how I got the beer. Can you tell me something about this region, you ask? Krista Tanti. Certainly, I'll tell you that around here we're always glad to help out strangers. What lies beyond this town? Beyond Krista Tanti there are 2 paths. One takes you past Aliana's home, and you will need your wits about you if she's there. The other leads up into the hills and Lia Key, domain of the Great Ones. Either way you choose, I wish you the luck of Sindler on your journey. Who's Sindler? God of hopeless causes. The man replies and laughs. The crowd in the inn is starting to thin out. You finish your beer in a single draft and get to your feet. You make to leave the inn. The owner stops you, holding out his hand. Knock him aside. You knock him easily aside and he staggers against the bar. You step out into the street, but the villagers of Chrysotanti are used to tyrants and they do not stand for it. He strides right back out again and knocks you back yourself. Oh man. Fight him. There is no time to draw your sword or launch a fireball. Your fists will have to do. I should have overpowered him. Time you learned some manners, the innkeeper declares as he lunges for you. You raise your fist to block. You'll have to do better, you growl. On a block again. Oh, he's going straight for the attack, this guy. Oh no, dude. Oh my god, dude. This is like rock, paper, scissors here, man. I got no clue. You block his haymaker blows, leaving him panting. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it soon, you taunt. Damn it, man! Oh my god, he's totally got me. Enough of this. Picking up a bottle, you smash it across the innkeeper's face. He lifts his guard to cover himself. He grins with pleasure at escaping unharmed. I'm going in again. 4.5. Owned. Owned. Block. Oh my god, dude. Damn it, dude. He's just... I'm going in again. Maximum attack power. Owned. He's gone. You go in for another blow. You launch a heavy punch for his throat, then you land a hit on his chin. The innkeeper spins about once and falls down onto the ground, clean unconscious. The innkeeper lies down in the dirt and stays there. You dust yourself off, take a jug of ale from the bar and drain it to refresh yourself a little. Then you nod to the crowd and leave. Time to find a place to sleep. Oh my god. Sleep outside or find an inn. No, because the problem is that if he defeats me in an attack, I won't just lose 1 stamina. I could potentially lose up to 4 stamina in 1 hit. That's the only downside if I lose. The village is small enough that you find an inn simply by walking around. The woman who runs the place stands in the doorway with her arms folded. Are you from the king? I'm on a mission for the king. Taxes? No. The woman narrows her eyes at you. This is a guest house, the best in Cristatanti. Only guests stay, and any guest of mine knows it costs me 3 gold pieces to host a traveler overnight and 2 to feed them. But it's all between friends. You do not have enough money for either. I'll go elsewhere. She shrugs, appearing not too upset by your decision. You creep off to the edge of the village. Damn. The cover of the forest is dark and the ground is thick with fallen branches, mud and briar. You walk for nearly an hour or more and then you pass a large tree atop a great fist of curling roots. It's a perfect spot to sleep. You have nothing left to eat. You settle down to sleep. It will not be an uninterrupted night. Out here under the stars surrounded by beasts, you will still feel a little better for it. Your last thoughts are of food. You have not eaten today, but you cannot march forever on an empty stomach or you will achieve nothing but feeding the wolves. Oh God. Your dreams are vivid. You feel yourself tied up, surrounded by snickering faces. Thin creatures with long fingers are picking at your pockets and the stitching of your clothing. You feel magic boiling inside you, but it cannot be released. Meanwhile, the food in your bag is rotting, wet through from the sweat of your back, and in the distance, a deep voice booming with laughter. The long, cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown, and with the other, he beckons you forward as if into a trap. Dude, what the hell? The writing is actually quite cool. I like it. Beyond Cristanti. You awake early and sit for a moment in no great hurry to leave this place where you have lingered so long. This is now the 3rd day of your journey and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong from so much walking. You spend a short while enjoying the peace, then hurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Cristatanti is surrounded by several miles of fields, a filthy town set in a bowl of mud. As you follow the path between the lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of buildings, while the left leads directly off into the deep woodland. Ooh. Leah Key or Dumpus. Oh right, so I go up and around this way or that way. Oh damn, I went across this way and up through here. I avoided so many things, man. I could have gone through Cantopani town, through, I don't know, some random clearing, maybe a mine. I missed out on a mine. Ooh. Huh. Let's go through the forest. Your journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. You must pass unseen. And so you disappear into the jungle of tall trees. For a short while the sun is feverish. And then you are between trees once more and everything becomes cool and still. You walk for several hours uneventfully. This is land that was never settled or explored, and very few travel this way. In places, bushes and shrubs have grown over into the path. Move cautiously. Hack my way through. Moving carefully, use your sword to cleave the bushes. Your progress is quick but silent. Then you come to a fork in the road, still deep in the forest. Someone has thought to make a sign, perhaps as a guide or perhaps as a warning. The way to the right is marked for Dumpus. A left turn points to Aliana, a name you remember from what the man in Cristantanti told you. Neither way seems the better trod. You will have to choose. Oh, I'm going to see her. Wait, what just happened? I'm going to see her for sure. The path winds between the trees, get greener and more lush. You must be closest to the river here, although you cannot hear the water. After about half an hour's walk through the dappled shade, you come across a well-built hut. Flowers decorate its walls and the door is being painted with ornate designs. The path ends here. Knock on the door. You approach the door and knock. There is no reply. Scout around it. You perform a swift circuit around the hut but find nothing unusual or concerning. It seems to be what it is, a hut set by itself deep in the forest. But for someone to survive out here on their own, surrounded by the beasts of the jungle, they must be someone quite powerful. Open the door. You push open the door and stride inside. The hut is neatly laid out. You detect the touch of a fastidious woman. Chairs are set around a table as if for guests. A mattress lies in one corner and a large kitchen area indicates that whoever lives here, they are fond of cooking. Call out. Hello, is there anybody here? To your surprise, a voice answers quickly. Who's there? Who's that? Locate the speaker. Looking into a corner hidden by a large cupboard, you see a cage in which a young woman is imprisoned. Good stranger, she pleads, let me out of this cage, I beg you. Get her out. Wait, what happened to you? You move over to the cage. What happened to you? Oh, good stranger, she wails. I've been locked up in here for 2 days. It was Elvins that did it. Those mischievous, prankful Elvins. Please, you must help me. I've not eaten and they left me here, where I can see all my cooking things but cannot reach them. I'll help you. I'm a good person. Going over to the cage, you try the door. It is locked, of course. You use Oh. Damn it. What's the spell? Oh, God. Break the lock or use magic. What was the spell for unlocking? Oh, God. Was it like lock? Was it like L-O-K? I only looked through the spell book. I looked through it too quickly. Was it DOP? Was it DOP? Stand back, you declare as you roll up your sleeves. Oh, God. Open locks and doors. You cast a spell over the lock and it begins to shiver. Like a small beetle, it hums and clicks as the tumblers turn and work. Nice one. Nice one. Then finally it snaps open and drops to the floor. The woman clasps her hands in delight, and with the door open, she rushes out to throw her arms around you before backing off pace and trying to regain her composure. Stranger, she declares, I'm in your debt. Aliana will reward you. Will you take an aid in combat or mastery of magic? An aid in combat or the mastery of magic? Magic. Very well. She rushes quickly over to a wall and opens a panel you had not seen before and takes out a small box which she places in your hands with a smile. No tricks, she says with a smile. All these things will aid you if you know how they are meant to be used. Open the box. You flip open the box. It contains a small vial of glue, a pair of strange looking nose plugs, and 4 small pebbles. You pocket them and give back the empty box. The lady has been freed. It seems like there is nothing much more to keep you here and from your quest. Ask to be fed. Perhaps before I go, you begin, I may eat with you if you can feed me. I have not had anything yet today. I have nothing, she replies with a sad shrug. The elven who locked me up took everything. Then I'll be gone. You're given the option to use magic and you're choosing to do so of your own free will. What's going on? You know, I just decided, seeing as how it's called sorcery, then I will be gone. You nod curtly, then I will be gone. She nods, of course, please, before you go. She holds something out. It's a small bag of coins. Take it. 7. You bow your head and accept the gift. There are 7 gold pieces inside, and one more thing. Moving around the table, she leans over to you and pecks you on the cheek, whispering, I am Aliana the witch, and I have killed a good many men with my sorcery, but I choose not to kill you today. Go in peace. Then she steps back and her face is as soft, as peaceful as it ever was. Did you imagine her words? Almost certainly not. Time then to leave. You step quickly outside. You retrace your steps to the last junction, where you turn to take the path to Dumpus. Okay, she didn't kill me. You walk for several hours following the twists and turns of the path through the trees, then suddenly you stop. You've heard a noise up ahead. Something is moving around between the rocks at the edge of the path. Ooh, draw my sword. You draw your sword and are glad you do so because a moment later you're attacked. In a flurry of foliage and dirt, a rat bear leaps from the undergrowth. It's much closer than you thought. Its sleek black fur allows you to hide in the shadows until it's almost upon you. You bring your sword up to bear. So if I attack it, also this guy can actually go all the way up to 9. He has 8 stamina. I've got 5, dude. Or oh man. Owned. Oh, dude. Hell yeah. The rat bear is startled by your approach, but drops quickly to all fours. You will not be intimidated by an overgrown rodent. You plant your feet and ready for a mighty sword swing. At the last moment, the rat bear leaps, all claws off the ground and ready to plunge into your body. You chop it out of the air. You have opened a deep wound in its side. Afraid of you, it rears back, claws raised. You reckon he's going to go 5.5 all the way? I'm risking huge. I'm risking it, man. I'm risking massive right here. Damn it, I could have gone again. I would have killed him. If I went again, he would be dead, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I didn't... Wow. Okay, wait a minute. What? Wow. The rat bear charges and leaps onto you, its teeth slashing its claws and lashing tail. You stagger and then long claws are digging into your neck and shoulders. In one moment you're fighting and the next blood and air bubble out from your throat. The last thing you see is the rat bear's long tongue reaching out to taste your flesh. Try again. What the heck just happened? Okay, nailed him. I'm gonna go. Okay, so he defended again. I'm gonna try and attack again. Oh crap. That was not good. I'm going all out. Fainting left, you slice at the rat bear, then your sword slips between the creature's ribs and drives deep into its putrid heart. The rat bear squeals and falls to the ground face down in the mud. With the beast dead on the path, you're free to move onwards. Dude, I am destroyed. Click the rewind button at any time if you want to scroll back and try a different path. Oh. Can I pray? Pray for healing. Oh, nice. Spellbook. I'm gonna cast Zeta, right? Zap, Foff, Law. Three stamina these cost, dude. Gum. What items do I have? Vial of glue, nose plug, and 4 pebbles. Okay, so I have pop or whatever. Big walk. Approaching Dumpus. The path winds a few more times around gigantic trees thousands of years old and then emerges onto a sudden plain, as if the forest had been scooped away by a gigantic hand. A river trickles thinly between short grasses, and by its bank stands a tiny village. The Mediki Forest? Wait, what? Wait, what is this? Oh my god. Dude, you can... You can replay... What? Damn. So it's not like a rogue like it's not like that at all. Interesting. Avoid the village or enter the village. I want to enter the village. Today has been a short day with a few true dangers. With a decent meal and night's sleep, your next day will start auspiciously, so you begin the gentle climb down to the village. You follow the path into the village, passing a sign which declares itself to be Dumpus. The streets are thin and narrow, and the buildings have been set close together as if trying to withstand a storm. There's a terrible smell hanging in the air. All in all, it seems an unpleasant place. Villagers, find an inn, explore the town. So it's like reading a pick a path adventure book and then being like, I didn't like my outcome. Yeah, that seems... I mean, you still have to win your way through the steps, right? It's just making it easier to go back to a specific point and see what a different direction is going to yield, I guess. I don't know. Explore the town. Let's see what's happening here. Halfway along the track, you come across a couple of merchant huts. You browse for items worth buying with your 7 gold pieces. Your attention is taken by a finely woven skull cap, a finely crafted sword, and a small bag of provisions. Examine the sword. Carefully, you lift the longsword from the table and swing it through the air. It cuts with a finely carved edge. A fine piece of work, I'm sure you'll agree. The merchant enthuses 6 gold pieces. Pay 6 gold pieces. Oh, 100%. Boom. You pay him 6 gold pieces and strap the longsword around your waist. Examine the skull cap. You pick up the skull cap and turn it over. Stolen from a priest of Dadu Lay. The merchant declares with pride, a fine piece of work, 4 gold pieces. It looks like an object of magic properties, although what they might be is unclear. Try it on. You place it on your head but feel nothing. You take it off again. Okay, put it back. That's enough. Is there any work to be had here? The merchant sizes you up. You look like a good worker to me. One of my friends needs some digging doing. I'm sure he would pay you and feed you for it. Digging what? Doesn't matter. You'll find out. So he asks. He looks over his shoulder at the path. I'm going that way and now myself. Are you coming? Follow the merchant. Oh my god, what are we doing? He leads you to a house on the edge of the village and introduces you to the householder, a stout man who's probably incapable of lifting a spade, let alone digging with it. I'm ready to get started. Spade's out back, he replies with a jerk of his thumb. You walk through the man's house into the back garden. The smell is terrible. The job is not just to dig a new cesspit, but to dig over the old one. And it's going to be several hours work that'll probably take the whole night. You collect the spade stuck in the ground by the hole. Start digging. Cast a spell? Is there a spell called dig? Is there a spell called dig? Oh my god. Try Z. Check this out. Oh, I can't cast it. Won't let me do it. What about haste? What was the haste one? Make myself big. Grow in size. You cast a spell and wait for it to take effect, then you feel the spade turn from a heavy tool to a mere toothpick as you swell to 3 times your usual size. You have the digging work done in barely any time. Collect my pay. You go back to the house and you collect your money. 3 gold pieces. The grateful householders also provides you with some food, as well as a space on the floor to rest for the remainder of the night. You settle down happily and are quickly asleep. Dude, nice! Dude, big was a good call. That haste spell, I just didn't remember what it was, what it was to cast it. That was a good call. This game is kind of funny if you think about it, man. What the hell? You dream strange. Okay, your thoughts are dominated by a strange woman in the hut. In your mind, she's become younger than she truly was. Flowers seem to blossom from her hair as though she was grown from the earth herself. Overhead, you fancy you hear the flap of giant wings. The birdmen come from the crown. Perhaps before this journey is finished, they will come for you. Okay, now what? Leave Dumpus. Well, we miss talking to the people and stuff as well. You rise early, thank the householder, and head out into the streets. Within a few minutes of walking, you are out of Dumpus and back on the road. After another hour or so, the way branches, with one path leading up into the hills and the other turning downhill and alongside of the barren stony ridge. Is that a village you can make out on top of the hill? It seems a lonely place for it. So basically we go through another village, or we go down the hill past the mines. You know what? Let's go down past the mines. You follow a meandering path around the side of the hill for most of the morning. It's difficult to see the way ahead through the tree line, but you trust the course, and eventually the path bursts out onto a narrow stone ledge high above the valley floor. The ledge leads left and right. There's no way forwards. Left. You can see the narrow ledge is formed by a splitting of rocks that leads all the way down to the misty valley floor. If there's a path up the other side, it's not clear from here. Move on. Getting to your feet once more, you take a moment to find your balance before moving on. One slip here and you'll fall a long way down. We're going to the valley. You make your way along the stone ledge. The angle is steep and it's hard going not to stumble. At the valley floor is a dried up river covered in worn stones, honed by the water that is now long gone. Small caves open in the rock face nearby with rusted machinery abandoned outside. There was mining here once, but it may have been a long time ago. A wider track leads up the far slope. Investigate the mines. You approach the mine entrance. A wet wind greets you from the depths. The mine shaft must lead somewhere, but it's pitch dark. There are no torches. You do not have any light of your own. Let's have a quick look here. Hot? No, 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 no. Res. Sus. 6. Jig. Gob. Yob. Gum. How? dock requires a medicinal potion. Doze. Dud. Pop. Okay, so I have some of these. For pop. A fall. Dim. Fog. The light one was called sun, right? Skullcap. Sap. Oh, the nip was the haste one, but I needed yellow powder. Sun jewel right here. Requires a sun jewel. Z. Dude, I've got no light source whatsoever. You stride further inside until the wet rock above you is above you and the air falls suddenly cold and still. Your breath echoes. Tight, dark places are often fearsome, and through the rock walls here were carved with axes. There is still something wild and harrowing about this place. Your feet crunch on the gravel floor. Go further in. Oh my god. You go a little further into the dark, feeling your way along the left wall. Then you hear something, a deep resounding growl. The walls shake. There is a scrape of claws on stone and another noise like fluttering, beating sails. As though a ship fought against a gale. Something is rushing towards you. You turn to run, but you cannot move your legs quickly enough. Sharp talons gash into your back and you fall. What is my fate? You have been killed in the darkness. Oh my god. Oh man. Wow. Rip. Okay, that's the end of my adventure. I died in the mines. What could I have potentially cast? Hold a minute. Investigate the mines. Okay, so hang on a minute. So, I wonder if I could have potentially cast something here. He's amping himself up for a major run in Dragon Age Origins. Just calm down, calm down. What could I potentially cast here? Cast big. Yeah, maybe. Like, Sus is really like the only spell that I can think of. Need a fire or light spell. You cast a spell and within moments a dread feeling has come over you. The cave is a place of great and terrible danger and you feel quite certain that to go a step further would be certain death. It's too much. You turn and hurry back to the sunlight and out of the valley. Damn it. Oh, there must be some good treasure down there. Your breath is short and your heart is hammering as you pause halfway up the valley slope. A small wooden hut is opposite, set a little way back from the path. Approach the hut. Thinking you might be able to stop to buy food, you head towards the hut, but halfway across the scrub towards it, you see a figure emerging from the doorway. A troll. Drop out of sight, approach the troll. You move towards a troll, not afraid to let it see you, and see you it does, raising its enormous sword above its head and roaring. Draw my sword. It's just a troll, right? We'll cut this thing down, no problem. You quickly draw your sword. The troll roars in anger. Maximum power. Boom! The troll stamps forward, then an arm's length away, he drops down to a crouch behind his thick little shield. You raise your own sword ready to meet him with a brutal attack and crash against his defenses. His defects. He deflects the blow mostly by luck. He begins screaming and shouting. We're going in again. 5.5. Oh. Catches you off guard. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I'm dead. Oh man, he went for another attack. This absolute bum. Yeah, you gone now, son. He stops to brush his hair away from his eyes, and you seize the moment to strike and swing with expert precision and all of your strength. He thinks better of his own attack and defends instead. Blood leaks down the troll's legs. Dude, nailed him. You keep up the pressure, turning your sword, you punch with the hilt, and he reels as you lash out with your blade. His own half-hearted blow is knocked away. The troll guard stamps at the ground and curses in an unknown tongue. 2.6. I probably could have taken him. Damn it. Got him. You spy an opening and go on the attack. You thrust, making swift progress through the dirt towards him. You swing, spinning around on the spot, and the last cut slices through the troll's neck. 6 stamina lost. Shameful. Oh my god, dude. Try again. Okay, wait, so what does try again do? It literally just replays the fight, though. So, I can defend. I'm going to go for an attack. He defended immediately. Defend. 8. 1. There it is right there. Attack. Defend. Defend. 5.3. We're gonna go attack. We're gonna go attack again. Then we're gonna defend. We're gonna attack. He defended, so we defend. Done. Rough going. It's pretty tough, actually. You want to play this now just to cast big in every situation and see what happens? Search the troll's hut. Here we go. The troll dead, you quickly search the hut and find 3 gold pieces hidden inside the pile of blankets. Then you slip out and continue on your way. 3 gold pieces in exchange for 4 stamina. I don't know if that was good. I don't know, man. Another hour passes as you finish the climb. With the sun starting to hang heavy in the sky, you reach the top to meet with the other end of a rope bridge. Look back at the bridge. It may look stable, but is undoubtedly a death trap set to part travelers from their gold and from their lives. You continue on down the slope as evening draws in. Oh, really? So I chose correctly then. Going across this may have been death. Head for the town. Some way down the hill, you stop for a rest and sit on a boulder to survey what lies ahead. The path leads downward, and at its foot, cradled between 3 peaks, is a village. A quite large one at that. Behind you, the sun is falling rapidly into the hills. It will be night soon. Approach the village. Your heart swells. The village might mean a chance to restock on provisions. You hop down from the boulder and make your way forward with an overhanging branch. When an overhanging branch touches your face and you hear a lively chirping. Whip out my sword. Your arm rushes for your sword and you pull it clear. Something nearby leaps backwards. Hovering by your shoulder is a small creature the size of a bird. Too small for your sword to cut. It's childlike but very thin with green skin, and it flits around you on transparent wings. It seems friendly enough. It even lands on your shoulders and its tiny clawed toes, pinching slightly. Cast a spell big. Dude, just like blow this thing up. Make it into a giant that can't like fly around anymore. Talk to it. Get off me, flying rat. And hello to you too, the creature replies, chirping. My name is Jan. What the hell, this little creepy alien thing. What are you? The creature does a backflip and gives a low bow. I'm a mini-mite. Pleased to meet you. It reaches out a tiny hand and shakes your earlobe. I'll eat you if you try that again. I'll choke you if you do. The creature whips back. Tiny bones. I'm not going anywhere until you've gone. What can you tell me about the village? That's Biritanti. It's very safe. It's the largest village on the whole of the Shamatanti Hills. Every traveler who comes this way spends at least one night there, so it's a little bit expensive, especially for mini-mites, but pleasant enough. The creature starts hopping up and down. Come on, it grumbles impatiently. Let's get going, can't we? What the hell? Let's get going then. The creature shakes you by the ear in excitement, and you settle off along the path once more. You descend into the bowl of the valley. The hills on either side are towering tall and throw the village into a deep shadow. It would seem a very gloomy, threatening place, but from the streets come the distant sound of laughter and merriment. You continue along the path. The sound of festivities grow louder. It's almost spooky here in the shade of the valley. And after so long on the dire road, the people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves. See, the mini-mite on your shoulder remarks, I told you it was a happy place. What the hell is going on? What's going on here? Are they bewitched? No, if there was magic, believe me, I'd know. This is the festival of the young. Enter the festival. You pass the first few buildings where you find a number of children sitting in the streets and drinking ale from deep mugs. Further on, a young boy is holding an old woman over his knee and is spanking her. What? On the other side of the street, a group of boys is fighting outside a hut with a sign that reads Glandragor's Tavern. It's all complete mayhem. What is going on here right now? Enter the tavern. Oh, Turtle, thank you, man. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. If there's anybody that's lurking that is not a member of the channel, feel free to grab one of those. Just right click on the little thingy. Right click on the little banner and just select opt-in. Behind the bar, a thick-set man is wiping mugs down with an old rag. Greeting, stranger, he calls. I'm Glandragor. Can I be helping you? Greetings. Greetings, I've come a long way. I'm sure you have. Take a seat. You do so, and Jan leaps up onto the counter. Glandragor seems amused rather than alarmed by the creature. How much is the ale? 2 gold pieces, and it's the finest in town. It's the only ale in town. I make sure of that. Buy a mug. You put 2 gold pieces down on the countertop, and Glandragor pulls you a mug of beer. It's warm, frothy, and deeply refreshing. You look like you've been on the road a while. You have no idea. Tell me about yourself. Me? I'm a normal enough fellow. What you see is what you get with me. That's what I always say. Tell me about this village. Not much to say. What you see is what you get again. This place keeps going because it's the only route between Kira and Cantapani. If one of these mountains falls or the river freezes over, then this place will be a desert in 2 weeks. I'm headed for Kir. Of course you are, he grins. Didn't I just tell you that? Oh my god. What can you tell me about it? I loved a girl in Kir once. It's a town of love, you know. You have to live every day like it's your last in Kir because the chances are high that it will be. Now there's a city of thieves if there ever was one. I'll survive. Good for you, he replies with a nod. I suppose the worst that happened to me there was a broken heart in the end. Glandragor goes back to wiping down his bar, then a thought occurs to him. You'll be passing through Torapani, I suppose. The Svins in Torapani are normally a merry lot, but they're pretty depressed at the moment. There's a real gloom about the place. What's the matter with them? Oh well, he thinks for a moment, then waves away whatever was on the tip of his tongue. I'm sure it's nothing to concern you. From the counter, Jan issues a loud burp. He's been sipping ale from the puddles on the bar top and is now quite drunk. Wake him. You poke the little creature who clambers boozily up your finger but then topples off onto the floor. Leave him there if you like, Glandragor says. I'll pick him up and put him in a mug. What? But you don't quite manage it. At the last moment, Jan rouses himself and flies wobblingly back onto your shoulder. I love you, he whispers into your ear. This freaking dude. Go further into the town. You head out of the tavern and turn a corner to find a group of girls standing by a signpost pointing to the crystal waterfall. They are tripping up elders as they pass and giggling. Ask them about the waterfall. You stop by the group and ask them about the waterfall, but they are too distracted by Jan, whom they delight in poking, tickling, and generally cooing over. After a few minutes of asking them about the waterfall, you give up and walk away. One of the girls calls, come back. Another shouts, the water is good for you. Jan sighs, already missing the attention, but comes back to the rest of your shoulder. You leave the girls to their snickering. Visit the waterfall. You go back past the girls and head up the path that climbs through the cracks of the mountainside. Soon the air is filled by a thundering. It's quite a climb, but eventually you turn a corner through a narrow cleft in the rock and catch your first glimpse of the tall natural waterfall plunging down from the cliffs overhead. Large crystal stalactites hang down either side of the water. It is stunning. There's only one path to reach it, winding up the rock face, and it passes by a small hut where a ruffian is collecting money. Greet the ruffian. Where a ruffian is collecting money. This is an opportunity to make something. Maybe I should cast Dumb. Cast a spell. Let's cast Dumb on the ruffian. Dud? No. Oh. Wait, I can't? I can only cast, like... I can cast Sus again? No, but that's not going to help me here. Dud. Ask Jan to scout ahead. When you scout ahead, find out this waterfall is worth the money. Alright, but I'll be quick. I don't think he'd just get rid of me just like that. I can catch up. He flaps his way up the path. Greet the ruffian. You make your way over to the hut. Greetings, you begin. You collect a fee for the waters. I do, sneezes the ruffian. These waters cannot be so healing that he has not caught an awful flu from them. 3 gold pieces. There is a buzzing at your shoulder. Jan returns and resettles himself. It doesn't look like much to me, he whispers. I think you'd be wasting your gold if you paid. Haggle. 3 gold pieces. You shake your head for a bath. It's too much. The waters are healing. They'll do more than make you clean. Haggle. I'll give you 2. The ruffian considers you for a moment. He seems to be won over by your manner. Alright, 2 gold pieces, but don't tell anybody I did it. 1. The ruffian almost chokes on his own phlegm. I'm not a charity. Pay 2 gold pieces. You hand over your coins. The ruffian pockets them quickly, scanning the path either side to make sure he hasn't been seen. Oh god. What is this? You head up to the waterfall, which cascades forcefully into a deep pool. You strip off your clothes and dive in. Jan flitters through the froth. The cool water is fresh and invigorating, and you feel yourself getting rapidly better. You feel a huge swell of confidence. Coming here was the best decision you've made. Now you can move on refreshed and ready for the night. Dude, that shit revives me up to maximum stam. Legendary. Sleep by the waterfall. The idea of going back to the village is now unappealing. You're refreshed and calm, and the scenery here is beautiful and peaceful. Getting out of the pool, you dry off, collect your things, and head into the trees to find a spot to rest. Between curling roots, you find a small place to settle down to rest. Jan perches a little way above on the knot and is quickly asleep. You are tired enough to follow suit, but you are hungry from not having eaten. Oh no. Oh, you rest your head onto your backpack and close your eyes. Your stomach rumbles painfully as you try to sleep. Your dreams are filled with walking With peaks and valleys and endless paths, a curious light plays across some building walls to heights before ruining them. As it moves away, the rest of the night passes silently. You rise early from your spot beneath the trees. You gather your things. Jan leaps up and onto your shoulder. Ready to go, he chirps. You pass through the village, which is now quiet as the grave, and rejoin the path on the far side of Biritanti. The sun sits on the horizon like a gleaming jewel. If all goes well, you reach Torapani today, the last village in the Shamutanti hills. After a short climb, the path breaks, heading uphill to the left and downhill to the right. Ask Jan's advice. Which way, Jan? To the right is a forest, to the left the going is easier. The path heads through a field of black flowers to Torapani. What else do you know? Nothing, protests the creature, and that's a fine way to talk to your guide. I'm not charging you for my advice, you know. You'll get no more from the creature. With Torapani so close, it hardly matters which way you go, surely. A field of black flowers. We go right, then be on your guard. You climb a rise, the way is not too steep, and as noon approaches you have crested the ridge and are descending it again. You are now at the highest point of the hills, where the trees are thin, the view west goes on forever, and sometimes you catch a glimpse of Care on the other side. On the northern horizon. With nothing to eat, you keep walking on the early afternoon. Jan is in a talkative mood over the worst of his headache from last night's drinking and fills the air around with his chatter about what he can see, how things smell, and what he plans to do once he makes his fortune in Care. You pass from the open hillside into the patch of deep forest. Quite suddenly, Jan falls quiet and hisses in your ear. Stop now. Why? Because, insists the creature in a tiny voice, because something is following us. You come to a dead stop. Jan is right. Something is moving through the trees behind you. A moment later, a point of steel has emerged from the darkness between two trees and touches your neck. You've seen me, whispers a voice. I know it. Look into the darkness. You peer into the darkness of the trees. Nothing, just a shadow, and then you see it. It's a shadow with two eyes. Who is there? There is no reply. But a tall, dark figure of an assassin emerges from the trees. He is dressed head to toe in black, and you had not seen him a moment before, even though he had been standing a mere arm's length away. He wields a sharp scimitar in expert hands. Ooh. Fight him. Cast a spell. Cast a spell. What if I can cast Dumb on him? Oh. I mean, I could cast like Zap, but it's going to cost me 3 stam. What can I cast on this guy? It's like I need to have the spell book up, man, so I know what the hell's going on. Three stamina. You cast a spell, but nothing results. I should probably tell you, Jan whispers, many minds are protected by an aura. It's a curse sometimes, like now, because you can't cast magic while I'm nearby. But I lose the stamina, and I'm not leaving while that assassin is there. Oh no, dude. Total waste. Damn it, dude. Friggin' full power attack. Uh-huh. So it would have gone up to half. Nice. Acting quickly, you slash violently across his chest, but the blow you land is only minor because the assassin has adjusted his stance swiftly. Blood drips from the assassin's tunic. He curses under his breath. I can guarantee you a simple death, he says. His eyes are merciless. Two stamps, so you're gone now. Leaping into action, you swing a masterful swipe. He's off balance and moving slowly. The blade goes deep. He turns and tumbles, releasing his sword as he topples.
You better leave my stream, okay? Or subscribe. How dare you sit back there and just watch this for free?
Yes. I'm not so proud as to not admit when I'm beaten, he groans. You may finish me if you so choose, but if you do me an honor and use my own blade. The assassin is not dead, but lies on the floor gasping. Finish him and search his body. With a single blow, you finish the assassin. He dies with his lips pursed in silent prayer, not cursing you, but commanding his own soul to a better place. You rifle his body for a measly 3 gold pieces, then continue on the path out of the woods into the dusty hillside. Jan for a brief while says nothing. Perhaps he is shocked, but the blissful silence doesn't last for long. Dude, what the hell? I lost 3 stamina. How much longer did... I had like 16 stamina, like, just back there, man. I've already got down to 9. How much longer do you think we'll be traveling today? The mini-mite on your shoulder asks. I'm hungry and tired. We've gone such a long way. You can stop here. Not much further. Be silent. Not much further. The mini-mite sighs and slumps on your shoulder. You continue along the path around the side of the hill. A wooden hut is set into the slope with an old woman sitting on a front step. The river seems to emerge from beneath her. As you get closer, you realize the water flows underneath her house, and the house itself is set on splayed struts like an insect straddling the watercourse. A few paces from the front of the house, the water plunges over the edge of a sheer cliff and disappears. Greet the woman. Greetings, you call to her. The woman looks up at you and smiles. Come over here, won't you? She calls. I barely see you. Uh-oh. Okay. Old lady. You approach the old woman. She smiles a toothless smile and gets up from the step.
Spring here. Man, you're a legend.
Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate the 3 months. Thank you, dude. Come in, please, she beckons. I get so lonely living out here on my own away from the villagers. Go inside. Thank you. You follow her inside and take a seat by a long wooden table. I'll bring us some tea, she says. She sounds almost nervous. Hurrying to her kitchen, she returns with 2 large cups. Watch it, Jan whispers in your ear. I don't trust this one. Yeah, look at that. Is that a very trustworthy face? I'm not sure. Drink the tea, make conversation. The tea is still hot. You cup it between your hands as you speak. What's your name? They call me Gaza Moon. She replies with a smile. I used to be quite well known in my way. But you've never heard of her. Why? Do you live alone? This is a beautiful place. Why do you live alone? No one bothers about me. Why would they? You smile and nod. This is a beautiful place. Watching the river outside the door plunging away over the cliff face. This is the top of the crystal waterfall, she says. The river runs right under my house. They say it carries all my goodness and youth away while I sleep, and the villagers bathe in it for luck. She giggles meanly. I'm sure it isn't quite true. You make to sip your tea when the old woman stops you, catching your arm before the cup reaches your lips. Oh, she says suddenly, I've forgotten the pot. She goes back to the kitchen to fetch it. Switch cups with her. While she's away from the table, you switch the 2 cups around. Then when she returns, you lift the one closest to you to drink. A sudden deep pain grips your stomach and you double over. Oh no. What's happening? You wince and cough as you find yourself seizing up. Ho, suspicious stranger, laughs the woman. I can count on travelers suspecting my witchcraft. Oh no. I'll kill you. You try to shout, but you're paralyzed and quite powerless. The old woman begins to search for your bag. Jan flits about in some distress, unsure what to do. She removes a vial of glue, your pebbles, and stashes what she has stolen into a drawer. Then she flicks a finger and you find yourself elsewhere. Wherever... Oh my god, dude. Wherever you are, Jan is still with you, fluttering around your head. You bat him away, you can move, getting to your feet, and you find yourself on the path inside of Torapani. Damn it! Man, I lost all my shit again. Dude. It's so easy to get smashed in this game, man. Ridiculous. Hang on a minute. Guys, give me a second. I'm just gonna jump up and make myself a hot drink, okay? And take care of my doggies. I got mugged by an old lady. Give me a sec. All right, sorry about that. Oh man, damn it. Okay, wait 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, okay. We're good. I just forgot to take my doggies out. No, I got the hot drink. I'm good. It was only like half a cup left anyway. I just needed to heat it back up again. Alright. What the hell are we doing? Welcome back again, yes. Actually, we're at like 2 hours now, man. This is about as long as I usually give these games a chance, like a tryout kind of thing. So maybe we should like... Maybe we should like cut this here and start like Dragon Age. What do you think? Whale? How long was the last stream? Xenoblade stuff? Maybe we should just cut everything else but Dragon Age. Absolutely not. McSwalter. I mean, Dragon Age is our base game for sure. No question about that. But hey. Final Fantasy Friday. Woo! Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to make another stream. Toggle full screen. Credits. Oh. Maybe we just gas bag. I mean, this game was kind of fun, to be honest. It's a little goofy and wacky. It's a big storybook, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with those Steve Jackson, Ian Livingstone books from way, way, way back when. So it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent and kind of fun, to be honest. The spellbook stuff is quite funny. I imagine once you actually... I don't even know how you were supposed to, like, get this stuff and acquire all of this stuff. I'm guessing you can't. Like in one single playthrough? Longsword +2. Ooh. Nose plugs. Freely cast spells you want. Yeah, it's kind of like maybe with each encounter, it kind of like wrangles you down to like a small pool of like spells that you could possibly cast at any given time, which is a little sad. But who knows? This is actually like part 1, so maybe it kind of grows and grows and grows over like all 4 parts. I'm not sure, man. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna make a new stream for Dragon Age, right? Boom. And I'll see you guys over there. All right? Give me a second. Let's get it done. Start up the Dragon Age stream. See you guys in a minute.